Oh, you got a chair?
Okay.
I don't like this.
You don't like what? Oh, the chocolate bar?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not just gonna go up and
Yeah.
It's you.
Are you talking about smelling chocolate again?
It smells good, but I don't know what it is.
Somebody. One of y'all smells nice. Okay.
The old man makes me sick.
Okay.
Bill Nye.
Alright, so guys.
Bill, you still have laundry to turn.
Okay, before we get going, okay, one thing I want you to think about, I'm going to shut this light off, okay? One thing I want you to think about is I want you to think about the project that we've been doing, okay? The project we've been doing has been what?
What is art?
Okay, you've been answering 3 questions, one of it which is what is art? What's the next one?
What does it mean to be creative?
What does it mean to be creative? And what's the third one?
How does art affect your life?
How does art affect your life? Okay, so that's your project, was answering those 3 questions, right? Okay, so I want you to consider what you've been working on, okay, while also looking at this image. Okay, I'm not going to be asking you those questions up here, but I want you to kind of keep them in the back of your head. Does that make sense? Yes, I can't actually see you because I'm blinded. Okay, all right, because I'm going to move. I'm like someone is singing. Okay. Okay. All right. So, it's a heck of a way to start. Okay. So, like what we've been doing, guys, we are going to do a VTS session. Okay. I want, just like always, we're going to take a look at this image first and foremost. Okay. And then I will call on you. Make sure that if you have something that you'd like to say, you raise your hand. Get off your telephones. Okay. That you raise your hand. Okay. You don't talk over one another. You are able to agree or disagree, but either way, you have to be respectful about it, okay? And some of you who maybe I haven't heard from, it would be nice to hear your voice, because I hear from you other times. You just like are when we talk now, okay? All right, so I want you to take a minute and look at the image. While you take a minute, I'm going to go get my drink. Hold that guy.
It's a question.
What's your question?
Okay, so you see how he has his little paint palette.
Hang on. I haven't. We're not talking about the image yet. I thought you had a question that didn't have to do with the image.
He does. How was your day?
Okay. All right.
Question.
Okay. So now we're gonna get started. All right. What is going on in this image? Think about. Okay. Go ahead, Colton.
He has
Colton. Oh, I did it again. Colton and Corbin. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll call him Corbin. Okay. Does that work?
That's fine.
I'm sorry. I swear I know your name. Corbin.
He has a pipe in his mouth.
He does have a pipe in his mouth. Okay. Anything beyond that? Because you had a thought there, and you didn't start with that thought.
You said something about the paint.
Okay. We'll wait. All right. Holly, what?
I don't want to talk about my mouth.
Huh?
He's painting himself.
Okay. So you're noticing that the figure is painting themselves. Okay. Hannah.
I'm noticing that he's painting the figure without the glasses.
Okay, so you're noticing that the person who is painting a portrait, but is painting a portrait without glasses. Okay. All right, Ashlyn?
He's painting himself a lot younger than he looks.
Okay, what do you see that makes you say that he's painting himself a lot younger than he looks?
Well, his hair is like gray looking, and then in the mirror, he looks like he has like a bunch of wrinkles, and
Okay.
he looks like he's older in the mirror.
Okay, so you're saying that perhaps his face, because the wrinkles and things are more defined in the mirror than what they are in the face that's being created on the canvas? Okay, Christian?
The mirror's fancy.
Okay, you're noticing well, I mean, I don't have another word for fancy right now because my brain posted. Embellishments! Good job. Okay, you're noticing the embellishments of the mirror. Okay, Corbin?
Like she said, like how he's painting himself like younger on that.
Okay.
I didn't put the glasses on him because he didn't have glasses when he was younger.
Okay, so you're playing off the idea of this is a younger version of the person who's painting because of the lack of glasses, that maybe when they were younger they didn't have to wear those. Okay, Mason?
Looks like he did a rough draft of the painting before he did it.
Okay, Mason, what do you see that makes you say that he did a rough draft of the painting before he started it?
There's sketches in the top.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're noticing the sketches that these appear to be rough drafts of what is being created on a larger scale. Okay, Hannah?
I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but like on the mirror, there's the eagle with like the thing. I don't know, the shield, I guess, and then the helmet. So maybe he was in the military or something.
Okay, so you're commenting on the idea of the symbology that perhaps the eagle with the shield and the helmet imply that maybe he has a military experience. Okay. What more can we find? Joe?
Messy work space.
Okay, Joe, you're
Stuff everywhere.
Okay, you're noticing the workspace. You're noticing that it appears to maybe be kind of messy. Okay. What more can we find? Hope?
Are those famous artists in the corner up there?
Yes. Okay, not yes, sorry. Yes in here. You're fine. Come on in. Okay, are these famous artists in the corner? Who could answer that for Hope? Does anyone know?
Are they famous pieces, but not of the artist?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're feeling that maybe these are famous pieces by other artists?
Sure.
No, that's what I'm asking here. What do you think they are, Hope?
I don't know.
You don't know what they are? Okay. Corbin?
I got kind of a question. What's that little line thing by his hand?
This?
What is that thing?
Who could answer that for Corbin?
It looks like a pool stick.
Looks like a pool stick.
No, it's too skinny.
Okay. Who could answer that? What might that be used for? Who could answer that for Corbin? Holly? Does it keep your canvas on thing? Okay. It could be a tool that keeps your canvas on the easel. What else might this be? Who else might be able to answer what that might be? Any other ideas about it?
Pointer stick.
A pointer stick? Okay. Could be a pointer stick.
Yeah.
What?
Is it his wrist? Is it like to keep it from dragging or keeping a smooth motion and rolling?
Okay, so it could be a tool that keeps his hands up off of the canvas. Okay. Or keeps him from getting into the materials that he's working with. Okay. Ashlyn?
I feel like maybe he's using those people's faces in the top right corner as reference on how to draw like a self-portrait maybe or something.
Okay, so you're commenting on these other pieces up here that perhaps they're being used to influence how self-portraits come together. Okay. All right, Corbin?
He likes to be comfy when he does art.
What do you see that makes you say that he likes to be comfortable while he does art?
He's sitting on a stool,
Okay.
but it has a butt cushion.
It does have a cushion. Okay. All right. It has a seat cushion. This is what we normally call this. Okay. So he has a seat cushion. So perhaps he's going to be seated for a while. He wants to be comfortable. Okay. All right. What more can we find? Christian?
Instead of him being like in the army, he could be like, those could be like old relics from like the older war.
Okay. So
Like,
Okay, so you're suggesting that perhaps this doesn't have so much to do with his military experience, but particularly the helmet appears to be older, that maybe it has a historical reference or a relic of some kind? Okay. All right. Holly?
Maybe since the picture isn't like him itself, like now, it could be like a relative.
Okay, so you are thinking that perhaps maybe he's not painting a self-portrait, that perhaps it's a portrait of a relative? Okay. All right. What more can we find? Hannah?
I disagree with Holly on that because if he wasn't painting a self-portrait, I don't know why he would be looking in the mirror.
Okay, so you disagree that it might be a relative and rather are feeling that it is in fact him, okay, because of him, you're noticing that he is looking in the mirror, and when people do self-portraits, they look in mirrors, okay? Corbin?
Back on the pipe, I think he's just using that maybe a prop.
Okay, so you don't feel that he's actually necessarily using this piece, but that it's more just a prop or part of his personality? Okay. Welcome. Have a seat. All right. What more can we find? Holly? Okay, so you're noticing that the mirror is propped up on another chair. Okay. Hannah?
It seems to me that he's not like a beginner artist or anything. He's been doing it for a while because he has quite a bit of brushes and like a whole bucket full of paint instead of just, clean, have everything organized already.
Okay, so you're commenting that perhaps this person is experienced, that they're not just starting out as an artist because of the variety of brushes, materials, and then you're noticing what might be a bucket of paint here in the corner. Okay. Corbin.
What is that line above the bucket? You see it?
Okay. Who could answer that for Corbin? What?
Is that smoke?
What is this?
Yeah, maybe you put it. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm hearing, even though we're not raising hands, I'm hearing that maybe this is cigarette smoke. That maybe something that was lit is in the bucket and is smoking. Hannah.
So maybe that's a trash can and not a thing of paint.
Okay, so maybe, so you're saying that maybe it's not a bucket of paint, that maybe this is trash and something has gone into the trash. Okay. All right. What more can we find? Holly?
That maybe he likes to read because he's using a book to put the cup of water on.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Okay, so Holly, you're noticing that there's a book here with a cup of liquid.
Grape juice.
Okay. All right, and that perhaps this is implying that this person likes to read. Okay. All right, what more can we find? Corbin.
I'm just kind of wondering what he's doing with that little paint palette, and you see how everything's kind of sticking up like some claws.
Right here?
Those
Yeah.
are paintbrushes.
But why are they doing that?
Okay,
He's
so
just holding them.
Hang on, guys. Remember, if you want to talk, you gotta raise your hand. Okay, so Corbin, you're commenting that you're trying to figure out what's going on right here. If these are brushes, if these are claws, why are they sticking up?
Yeah.
Okay. Who could maybe answer that for Corbin? Hannah.
Those are brushes.
Okay.
And he's holding them in his hand, so he has like a different brush for each color, perhaps.
Okay, so Hannah, you feel that these are brushes and that the artist is holding them in his hand and that perhaps he's using a different one for different colors. Okay.
I just
What?
There's no color.
Yeah, I just realized there's no color in the paint.
Okay, so Joe, you're kind of disagreeing with Hannah, who started to retract her statement, is that she just noticed that, and you noticed that, but there's no color in this portrait. Okay.
Mm.
All right, Holly.
Maybe he's using like the brushes for the size or the texture.
Okay, so he's using different brushes for different sizes and textures. Corbin.
Or they could be brushes, and there could be color on the palette. He's just not to it yet. He's going over everything with pencil.
Okay, so you're suggesting that perhaps he hasn't started painting. That perhaps this is a pencil drawing, and he's preparing to start color.
Yeah.
Okay, Christian.
Or maybe they're just thicker pencils like that.
Okay, or maybe these are okay. So you're saying that instead of these being brushes, that perhaps these are just thicker pencils. Okay, Hannah.
I disagree because if they were pencils, he wouldn't have a paint palette.
Okay, so Hannah's disagreeing that these would be pencils because she feels that this is a paint palette, and so that they would be paint brushes with a paint palette. Okay, what more can we find? Remember, if you would like to talk, I need you to raise your hand. Joe?
Is that a cloth, I think, hanging out of his back pocket?
Okay, so Joe, you're speculating as to what this might be. You're thinking that maybe it's a cloth.
It looks like a shoe to me, but I don't think it's a shoe.
Okay, so you're noticing that you think it's a cloth, but it's shaped like a shoe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah?
It also looks like there's a wallet, perhaps, in his back wallet.
Okay, so again, you're commenting that we're trying to figure out what's going on here. Is this a wallet? Is this a cloth? Is this a shoe-shaped cloth? Okay. All right, Corbin?
I'm kind of wondering where he's at, because there's no background on the outside or in the mirror.
Okay, so Corbin, you're noticing that there's not a lot of information that tells us where this is all taking place. That there's nothing in the background or on the ground or anything that gives us any kind of clues. Okay, Lauren, did you have something?
Why is there a painter's signature in the bottom of the canvas? Because usually, like, their signature or whatever is when the painting is done.
Okay, so Lauren, you're noticing that there appears to be a kind of signature here, and you're wondering why would this person already have a signature here if the canvas is incomplete? Why, who could answer that for Lauren? Why might this be here? Hannah?
Perhaps that's like the actual person who painted this picture, the whole thing. That's where he put it, because this is the actual artist, and he's showing him painting himself.
Okay, so what Hannah is saying, to answer your question then, would be that perhaps this is the artist's signature who painted or created this whole piece, and that the same artist who did this is also the same artist who is doing this. Is that correct? Does that make sense, Lauren? Okay. What more can we find? Corbin.
Okay, so on his little painting artwork there,
Which one, bud?
the one he's got his hand on. Yep.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's probably just his head, or he might not be finished with it because you don't see anything on the bottom either.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that you're suggesting that this is a piece in progress,
Mhm.
that the artist is not yet complete. Okay. All right. Christian?
Back onto the signature thing. What if it was like the artist that made like the whole picture?
Okay, so Christian, that was part of what we had said earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you are correct. Okay, that was what Hannah was saying, is that this signature is part of this piece, but is also the signature for the artist who did the entire work. So that it's a signature kind of on a piece within a piece.
Yeah.
So yes, that was what we had discussed with Hannah. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
you're on that page. Joe?
Maybe he's not like a professional painter. Maybe it's just a hobby because he's not just. I mean, I don't think that's what painters wear necessarily. I've never met a full-time painter, but
I have.
it looks like maybe that could be just normal workplace clothes and
Okay, so you're suggesting that perhaps this person is not a professional painter,
it's just a hobby.
that this is just something that they do on the side, that their clothing suggests that what you have an image in your mind of what a person who paints professionally, that this is not how they would be dressed. Okay, Hannah?
Perhaps he's retired, and that's what he does with his hobby.
Okay, so again, you're commenting that yes, this might be a hobby and that this person is retired. What makes you say that this person is retired?
Well, he seems to be elderly, and he seems to just have the time for it, I
Frankly.
guess.
Okay, so you're commenting on the physical appearance of the person who is creating, that they appear to be older and maybe of retirement age. Okay, Corbin.
I disagree with Joe.
What do you disagree with Joe about, Corbin?
His clothing.
Okay.
Because I've seen a show with a guy named Bob Ross on it, and that's exactly what he wears.
Okay, so you're commenting on your experience with an artist on television, Bob Ross, and that Bob Ross dresses similarly to how this person in this piece is dressed.
Exactly.
Okay. What more can we find? Kaylin, did you have something? Oh, there's my computer screen. Did you have something?
No.
Okay.
No.
She was just saying he looks like Bill Nye.
He does though.
The science guy.
Bill.
Okay, do we have anything further for this piece?
No.
Nothing further?
No.
Okay.
You see some eyebrows?
What?
Nothing.
What did you say about eyebrows?
I said he has decent eyebrows.
You're doing okay. All right, you're noticing the artist's eyebrows. Okay. If this is something that you want to know more about, okay, this is called Triple Self-Portrait, okay, and it is by an artist named Norman Rockwell. Okay, so you are welcome to look that up, but that is the information that you need for it, okay? All right, back to our desks.